ends right now.
Claim your destiny.
Greetings, BlizzCon!
That wars are only won upon the anvil of honor. Today, we retake our homeworld.
An elite international task force charged with ending the war.
They could not shatter our unity.
Great bands for the
We cannot wait to share with you guys what we have in store.
Blizzard created these amazing characters.
It's so much more than a game in a box.
So much stupid fun. We have so much to show you here today.
It is amazing to feel part of this thing. Have fun this weekend. Take care of each other. Have a great BlizzCon!
We are coming to you live from the Convention Center in Anaheim, California, the epicenter of the Blizzard universe for the next 2 days. Fans have been lined up for hours, some even days, anticipating the moment they've been waiting for all year. The doors are open and BlizzCon 2015 has finally arrived. Hello, everybody, and welcome to BlizzCon 2015. I'm Alex Albrecht. I don't know why I'm talking about myself. Michelle Morrow is here. Welcome back, Michelle.
Thanks, Alex. Yes, it's my second year back. I couldn't be more excited. I'm such a big Blizzard nerd, so this is super exciting for me. But I would love to be able to introduce my two handsome new co-hosts.
We'll take handsome.
First, I'd like to introduce Alex Albrecht. Prince Albrecht.
Prince Albrecht
Yes,
in the slaughtered
connection
captain.
to Blizzard Entertainment is.
Oh man, I've been a Blizzard zombie from way back, as my friend Jeff would say. Back in the day, had a show called Project Lore, which
Oh, yeah?
I believe was ahead of its time. I'm just saying. And I've been playing all the Blizzard games ever since they were out. So I'm so jazzed. I would be here whether I was working or not.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I know, me too. That's the weirdest part about going from being a fan to hosting it.
I know, it's like
Bizarre.
I'm behind the curtain.
I know, right? And on my left is one of my very best friends in the entire world. Please meet Malik Forte, covering esports.
Esports is my forte, that's my thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be running around getting all the esports updates. But a little bit about me, you might know me from the Mayhem Begins event, you might know me as a former pro gamer, or you might know me from the BlizzCon Brawl last year, which we lost very badly to Low Expectations, which our very own Michelle Morrow is part of.
Low Expectations.
Yeah.
I actually got to play live on stage at the YouTube launch, which was super cool. And we won. Where's Murky?
Oh my goodness, don't start that. You've had a busy year though this year.
I have, yes. I hosted Heroes of the Dorm on ESPN2, which was an incredible experience. And I had an awesome honor to voice the new hero skin of Illyria Windrunner in Hearthstone. So it's been a very cool Blizzard year for me.
By the way, I'm very jealous. I wish I could have been Illyria. I'm just saying. I think I have the voice for it. Look, over the next 2 days, we are going to be covering every inch of the Anaheim Convention Center. We've got 10 full hours of non-stop coverage today and over 10 hours tomorrow, which of course includes access to all the developer panels in Hall D for all 6 games, which we're very, very excited about. And we're going to have live on-set interviews. We're getting some people to come here and over to the Blizz Couch.
Oh yeah, we got a Blizz Couch this year.
Blizz Couch.
Amazing.
Hashtag Blizz Couch.
Hashtag Blizz Couch. But we'll have Chris Siggety, Chris Metzen, Mike Morheim. We even have personalities like Jesse Cox and Will Wheaton. Coming to the desk, so very excited.
Yeah, and we're super happy, obviously, to have Malik, Mr. Esports, or Captain Esports.
Yes.
I'm not sure.
Captain Esports.
I'm not sure if you've gone through the captain training on that. We have the StarCraft 2 finals are going to be live here tomorrow.
Yes, yes.
A lot of stuff happening in
A lot.
esports.
There's 4 world championships all happening in the same building.
That's
it's
crazy.
Huge. It's going to be a huge.
Yeah,
huge
absolutely.
Day.
And then, of course, we've got the costume and talent contest hosted by none other than Will Wheaton! I love the echo. It's making it feel so epic about that.
Yes.
And of course, as you know, would not be a BlizzCon without an epic closing concert, and this year we've got Linkin Park.
Yeah.
Linkin Park.
Jazz.
And you're interviewing them.
I get to interview them
Today,
backstage
yeah?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know what, Linkin Park, they're big time gamers, aren't they?
They are.
Yeah, you interviewed them last year about.
Yeah, they actually did a whole entire music video within a video game engine. That's something
crazy,
they did. Yeah,
man.
I know they're big time gamers. They're
gamers.
amongst their people being here.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, dude, and this basically is video game mecca right now,
Yeah.
which I love. All right, look, if you haven't had a chance to purchase the BlizzCon virtual ticket, you got to do so now. So right now you're watching the free preview, which will continue through the opening ceremony until noon Pacific. But after that, you're going to need the virtual ticket to continue watching everything that we're going to be covering. Go to directtv.com/BlizzCon for details on how to order. You also get in-game items.
You do. You get a lot of goodies.
A lot of goodies, and
there might be a little surprise, and that's all we can say.
yeah,
So if you haven't bought the virtual ticket, you should.
yes, fast.
Yeah, right? But you know what? It has been an incredible year for Blizzard, and now we have the impossible task of squeezing an entire year's worth of glory into one 3-minute segment. So strap in and pay attention, because it's time for the Blizzard Year in Review.
We start things off in April, where Blizzard released Hearthstone on mobile phones.
Hearthstone on phones. Hearthstone on phones.
And also released its second Hearthstone adventure, Blackrock Mountain.
A Hearthstone adventure.
Players were thrown right in the middle of one of Azeroth's most heated conflicts, the ancient feud between the elemental fire lord Ragnaros
The mountain stirs once more.
and the powerful black dragon Nefarian. Later that month, esports would be changed forever as the finals of the Heroes of the Dorm made its debut on ESPN2. Thousands of student gamers from more than 460 schools across the US and Canada took part in a no-holds-barred Heroes of the Storm tournament of epic proportions that saw the UC Berkeley Golden Bears emerge victorious.
So much damage being dealt.
And take home tuition to cover the remainder of their college careers.
UC Berkeley has done it. They are your winners.
Heroes of the Storm would officially go live in early June, allowing players at home to enter the Nexus and dive right into the pulse-pounding battles as iconic heroes from across the Blizzard multiverse. This team brawler delivered quick matches, dynamic battlegrounds, and Blizzard's trademark strategic gameplay to form a fresh take on a popular genre.
We're coming to you live from Germany.
Next, we head to Europe in August, where Blizzard unveiled World of Warcraft Legion, the 6th expansion for the franchise. Doom comes for the Alliance and the Horde as a great burning shadow falls over Azeroth. Players will be able to turn the infernal power of the Burning Legion against them with the new Demon Hunter hero class in this dire new chapter of the Warcraft saga.
The Burning Legion has returned.
Let's shuffle up the deck and deal another hand of Hearthstone as Blizzard released the Grand Tournament, its second expansion for the massively popular card game.
Seeking glory in the greatest of events.
Based around World of Warcraft's Argent Tournament, this expansion is more than just a test of skill and valor. It's also a whimsical mashup of celebration and carnival.
It's the grand tournament.
And in September, the StarCraft 2 team traveled to Poland for the world premiere of the Legacy of the Void cinematic
We are bound.
and launch date reveal.
November 10th, 2015, that's so soon.
Senior developers gave a preview of what's to come in the final installment of the epic StarCraft 2 trilogy. Fans back home watched from the theater at Ace Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, enjoying food, goodies, and fun at the Blizzard-hosted WARCRAFT. That'll do it for our Blizzard Year in Review. Now, let's get back to BlizzCon.
Thank you guys for joining us.
I can't believe all of that happened in 1 year.
I know, and I feel like that's just scratching the surface, too. There was a lot that happened this year.
Oh my God, and we've got a lot to cover today. Let's take a quick look at our coverage of the main stage events. We're gonna see a lot of great stuff. Opening ceremony, of course, is coming in soon. moments away, really. And then we have the WoW Legion content overview panel. I mean, this is where we're going to see way more deep information about what's going to be in store with Legion. Straight into Heroes of the Storm hero design. We're talking skins potentially, new heroes, mind blown, as it were. And then we've got Hearthstone. What's next? I don't know what they can put into that game now.
I know, right?
I mean, it's already so chock-a-block. I'm like, what could you do? After that, of course, we get Overwatch, the gameplay panel, which everybody's excited about. I mean, some people have seen the beta, a lot of videos out there, but now we get to hear the devs talk about exactly what they have coming to Overwatch. And then, of course, closing it out at 6 with the talent and costume contest. It's almost too much content.
There's so much. Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough.
I
4
never
days.
feel
Make
like
it
it's
4
enough.
days.
I always want more. And what's also cool is that in between each panel, Blizzard executives and developers are going to be stopping by to give us even more insight on Blizzard. And the best part is that you have an opportunity to ask them a question via Twitter. So tweet us your questions for our guests at Michelle Morrow, that's with 1L, Alex Albrecht, and Malik for Play. Well,
I always feel like you're getting it wrong because it's not his last name, but it's such a great handle.
It sounds right about like that. We're also going to be having franchise-specific hashtags that we'll be putting up during the panels, preceding our on-set guests. So keep an eye out for that on all of your favorite franchises.
Yeah, we definitely want it to feel very community-oriented here.
Yeah.
Especially with the Blizz Couch, which I'm so excited
the Blizz
about.
Couch, yes.
So let's take a quick look into Hall D. People are already in. They beeline Hall D.
People are running.
This is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yes, Hall D, we see you. 18 minutes away. 18 minutes until the party starts, as it were. This is crazy. Opening ceremony is always a massive ball. I mean, last year, Overwatch was the big opening ceremony. Mic drop. What could they possibly be talking about?
You know, you never know. Opening ceremony is one of those super crazy events. You know, there's always some kind of announcement, so it'll be really interesting. And speaking of opening ceremony, it's crazy to think how far this convention has come in just 10 years. Just a few moments ago, I caught up with Blizzard CEO and President Mike Morhaime and asked him what it's like to have seen BlizzCon grow from such a small local event to a global phenomenon.
It's been just incredible. You know, when we first did the BlizzCon back in 2005, we had no idea what to expect. We didn't know how many people would be interested in coming, and to come here, you know, 10 years later and see such an enthusiastic response and so much excitement around. Now we have 6 games that we're showcasing. We have 4 world championships. We've taken over the entire convention center. It's just incredible.
It really is. Is there anything in particular that you get to do in any free time that you love the most?
Well, this is probably my favorite spot here in the arena during BlizzCon. So we've got an absolutely incredible STARCRAFT 2 stage. And, you know, this tournament is completely stacked, so I can't wait to see what's going to happen.
Awesome. Well, we are looking forward to opening ceremony, and we'll catch up with you after the show.
Wow, 10 years, guys.
I know, since the very first one. It was October 2005. I mean, they skipped 2006 and 2012, but it's amazing to see how far it's come.
It's uncredible, as some would say incorrectly. Let's take a quick closer look at each of the panels coming up today after the opening ceremony. It starts at 12:30 Pacific for the WoW Legion content overview. I mean, I know as Mrs. World of Warcraft, I know you are super jazzed about this. What are you the most excited to hear about?
Oh my gosh, everything Legion.
That is a correct
I'm so
answer.
excited.
Correct answer.
The big thing for me, obviously, is lore. I can't wait to know more about the lore. We have a Windrunner sister reunion, potentially. I mean, Alex Afrasiabi said in Germany that there would be an Illyria return. So to see Sylvanas, Illyria, and Varisa all communicate just to see where it's going, I can't wait. We've also got Sargeras, we've got Demon Hunters. I can't wait for the artifact weapons.
I mean, we don't know tons about the artifacts, as you telling me. They haven't even released most of them.
The artifact weapons, not everybody knows where they come from, and the other thing is, usually you had to get them from a quest line, or they were class specific, and now this time your weapon actually grows with you.
That's so cool. I'm
Yeah.
jazzed. And then, of course, at 2:15 Pacific, Heroes of the Storm Hero Design. I know we are all way too involved in Heroes of the Storm.
Way too involved. I'm super jazzed to see what they're going to do with Battlegrounds. You know, because that's one of the most important things about this game, the fact that they have these battlegrounds with these objectives and this objective base. So it's going to be interesting to see what they loop in. We've got some Diablo-themed battlegrounds, Eternal Conflict, and now that we've kind of come out of Eternal Conflict, they've been going back to the more original ones. But I want to see some battlegrounds from like WoW or some battlegrounds from
That'd be cool.
Yeah, from some
That'd be
other
really
IPs.
cool.
And speaking of other IPs, I'd like to see new heroes from some of their more obscure titles like Blackthorn and Rock and Roll Racing. Or something like that.
Well, you're right. We got you were saying we got the Lost Vikings.
Yeah, we got the Lost Vikings.
You know they'll do it.
Yeah, they should go ahead and throw them in.
Oh God, well
Professor Putricide.
It's Professor Putricide. So at 3:30, we then follow up with Hearthstone. What's next? I don't know. I mean, I literally don't know what else they could put in this game.
What's really interesting about Hearthstone is that for the November card back, it's just a question mark.
Oh, that's
Usually
right.
they announce it, so the fact that we don't know what it is sort of tips us off to the fact that we're looking at some kind of an announcement.
And we were hearing a lot of fun rumors last night at the
a lot
hotels.
of speculation.
My favorite rumor was the potential Legion crossover, an expansion of the same thing. And I was like, oh my God, my mind would be blown.
I would love to see Karazhan.
I know.
Solo adventure, I would,
You're pushing that one really hard.
I love Karazhan, it's one of my favorites.
I know, oh my God. All right, well at 4:45, tons of information coming out about Overwatch at the Overwatch gameplay panel.
Yes.
I mean, this is the new hotness.
It's the new hotness. It's what's hot in the streets right now. I'm really interested to see what they're doing as far as balancing goes. So I've been in the beta. We've all been in the beta. And you know, there's some characters that can use some balancing, so I'm interested to see what they're going to do to fix that. But also on top of that, the support characters. I want to see more support characters, and I want to just see more love for support characters. I think.
Well, what I was saying the other day to you when I was like, I've yet to see a play of the game as a support play, and how great would that be? I mean, that would get people so excited to play support if it was like support of the game, and you're bringing people back. People are almost dead. They love it.
Support characters need love too.
The beta's only been out for a week, so I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of tweaks coming. But those, I mean, we're just going to find out so much more, and I want to know about the lore.
Right,
Can't wait to
lore.
find out
Yeah, we
more
don't know much about the story. Yeah,
a lot of mystery behind the story.
Exactly. And then at 6 o'clock, we get right into the talent and costume contest hosted this year by Will Wheaton. I know. I don't think I could ever say his name normal.
There's no way.
It's not. Yeah, it's just never going to happen. The final 4 music competing acts for the talent contest are actually all music acts, which is amazing.
Wow.
All 4 of them competing for the grand prize, which is going to be amazing. I was not here last year, so I missed the Pajama Third.
Oh,
the Pajama Third was amazing.
I mean, that to me, one of my favorite hero skins. Not to mention the fact that somebody cosplayed as Pajama Third blew my mind.
I know, right?
I'm looking forward to some Overwatch cosplay.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. A Winston cosplay would be so nice, like the full thing though. You know, like they can actually walk around, they're mobile in it. That's what I want to see, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I saw a nice Hanzo cosplay when I was walking in.
Really?
Yeah. I wanted to get a picture, but I was on the run.
We were working, Melissa.
I'd love to see some unique hero skins, people that have come up with them themselves.
Right.
Oh, like alt hero skins. Like, wouldn't this be nice?
Like Beach Arthas.
Steampunk Tracer.
Steampunk Tracer would be fantastic. So it's all starting very, very soon. Let's take a quick look at everybody in Hall D getting ready. There's over 10 minutes left, and then we're going to go crazy. I love that you can hear the people in Hall D. We love you, Hall D.
I know. What's up, Hall D?
Hall D, literally in the house, because that's the only place Hall D is.
I know, right? Look at them all. They're all so excited.
Well, look, it's not just about fun and games here.
Oh, yeah. You know,
Blizzard's been huge charity work.
Every single year.
Yeah.
You know, every single year. Last year I had caught up with Frank Pierce about this, but the Blizzard charity auction is open until November 13th, and all proceeds are benefiting Children's Hospital of Orange County, also known as CHOC. You can bid on the items through eBay at the website below, and if you're here with us at BlizzCon, you can check out everything here on the floor that's available at the charity auction exhibit in Hall A. So we previewed it yesterday. We've got many cool items like signed artwork. We've got one-of-a-kind World of Warcraft laptop, and even a giant Crimson Whelpling plush. I would love that.
Yeah, I saw a very cool original Hanzo sketch that I think is going to track very well with whoever gets their hands on it.
Yeah, no, it looks really good.
Yeah,
some cool stuff. We're definitely going to be bidding on some things.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the fact that it's online, and I love the fact that, you know,
it's for charity,
it's for charity, and they do such a great job with it.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. Well, look, we got so much to cover. Malik,
yes.
Help me understand the esports world, because there's so much esports happening here this weekend.
Well, as I said earlier, there's 4 world championships all happening here. We have StarCraft 2, Hearthstone, World of Warcraft, and Heroes of the Storm. There's $1.25 million up for grabs as the prize pool.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and the StarCraft 2 World Finals are actually going to happen live right here on the virtual ticket. So everybody watching at home, you're going to be able to tune in. And man, I'm super jazzed about that. There's a lot of storylines in the StarCraft.
I was going to say, we're all upset that Lilbo, the French player, was knocked out.
Oh, it's too bad.
It was a tough one for him. But let's take a look at what's going on today, starting with the StarCraft 2, championship.
Yeah, what kind of matchups are we looking at, you think?
Well, we have 8 very, very good players. I want to say that they're all very talented, but the matchup that I'm looking at very closely is the one between Innovation and Life. These two are arguably the 2 best players in the world, and this is kind of a grand finals match happening right here on the first day.
Yeah, in the beginning brackets.
Life is the returning champ.
Yeah, Life is the returning champ. And Innovation, he lost his first match of his career this year. Wow. So he's been undefeated up until now and kind of hit a slump, but he's back. A lot of people are picking him to win this thing. Life, like you said, he's the returning champion. He's trying to do his Drake impression and go back to back. In order to do that, he's going to have to make Innovation his Meek Mill and come out on top. And yeah, he put Lilbo out, man. He put Lilbo out. He kind of
put him out hard.
He taunted him. He teased him. It was pretty ugly. He just rushed all the Zerglings over and just played with them. And Lilbo, I'm sorry, dude.
And that stage looks amazing.
Yeah, the stage looks amazing. And all of our updates are going to be actually happening from in there too. But let's move along to Heroes of the Storm. Yep. I am super jazzed about that. That game's been doing big things for esports. And there are a lot of teams to watch, starting with Group A. We have Team Dignitas. And I got to say this before I go on. Do not sleep on the European team. The European teams are coming with it. Team Dignitas was the only team to take a game off of Cloud9. But while I'm at it, speaking of Cloud9, these guys, everybody's picking them to win. They won the U.S. Championship. They're the U.S. champions. They are pretty much unblemished up till now. And I think they have a good chance to come out on top. They're definitely going to most likely come out of their bracket. But let's move along to Group B, because Group B is really kind of a toss-up. There's a lot of teams in Group B. Team DK, they came out of Korea. Now, there was a team called MVP a lot of people thought was going to be here.
Yeah.
Team DK took them out.
Oh, that's DK
completely.
Got it.
And now they're here. Then we have Tempo Storm. They were kind of running the U.S. for a while. They were winning all of the U.S. tournaments until the U.S. Championship when they were put out by Cloud9.
I was at the Americas tournament in
Las Vegas.
It was crazy between Tempo Storm and Cloud9 going back and forth. I mean, it was nuts to see them both here. I'm jazzed.
Yeah.
So now, is there any individuals that you might be wanting to look out for?
There's a little bit of an individual I'm looking at. His name is Fan Yang. He plays for Cloud9.
Win Yang, as it were.
Win Yang, yeah. You know what? This guy's kind of like the LeBron James of Heroes of the Storm. He was first in the HTC Heroes Brawl, first in the America's Championship, first Heroes Major League Season 3, first. You would think this guy's an obsessive YouTube commenter because he loves first so much. And like I said, man, this guy, the beautiful thing about him is he's a hybrid player. He can play pretty much anywhere on the battlefield, but when he picks Zeratul, he's dang near unstoppable.
Yeah, he plays
Yeah. So Fan Yang is definitely the player that everybody needs to certainly look out for. And last but not least, I do want to talk about Hearthstone.
Yeah.
Because I'm super pumped. I'm super pumped about Hearthstone. Now there are some big names missing this year.
Yeah.
There's no Trump, unfortunately. I'm very sad.
I was looking forward to
And the returning champion Firebat also will not be there this year. So there will be a
clean
new
slate.
Yeah, it's a clean
new
slate.
Championship.
There will be a new Hearthstone champion this year. One guy I'm looking at very closely is Hotform. He's the last remaining North American player. And you know what? Hotform, he's kind of a strategist.
Right.
A lot of people look to him for his decks. He has this top 4 legend tempo mage deck that everybody likes to look at. He has 17 ladder decks. And like I said, he's the last guy for the NA, so a lot of people here are going to be rooting for him.
Absolutely.
And it's stiff competition. And, you know, it kind of goes to show you with Hearthstone how much Grand Tournament changed things for the esports scene. And I'm going to be running around getting all the updates, guys. I'm super pumped about this.
And it's great as we have front row seats to Hearthstone because
I know, it's right over our shoulder.
Right there.
Yeah, I'm very interested actually, Hearthstone. You bring up Grand Tournament because a lot of RNG in the Grand Tournament, and so I know I'm interested to see what Hearthstone does, to move forward with that kind of thing because a lot of people were talking about that when it comes to tournament play, which is fantastic. All right, well, Malik will be getting us updates from the arena on the tournament action over the next 2 days. Guys, we are so close. Woo. So close. I can taste it. What are you guys most excited about? I mean, I know it's like choosing your babies. It's Sophie's choice of video games.
Something that we haven't hit on is the WARCRAFT movie.
Oh,
we did a world premiere of the trailer today, and I can't wait for it. And I know everyone in Hall D is also super stoked about it. Yeah. So cannot wait to see that footage.
We are going to learn so much about that movie, and it's so funny. We were talking previous to this, and we were all excited about, oh my God, this game, Overwatch and Hearthstone and Heroes and blah 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 blah. And then Michelle was like, oh yeah, and then the giant WARCRAFT movie, and we were like, they're doing the giant WARCRAFT movie too. Like, where are they putting all this stuff?
Right,
I know, right?
This is probably the most jam-packed BlizzCon that I've ever been a part of. Yeah.
This is way busier than last year, and even last year it was the big Overwatch announcement. And now here we are, and we've got way more computers for Overwatch. Everyone's excited. Everyone knows about it. People are dying to get into the beta. So, there's so much going on, and what more can we learn? I mean, it's just so much to learn about Overwatch.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think Overwatch has the most mystery around it. We got that fancy trailer last year. Now I want to know more. When is this game coming out?
Where can we get our grubby little hands on it outside of a beta?
A lot of people are speculating that it possibly could be coming to console.
Oh yeah,
that'd be a thing that we find out about today. I want to know what platforms we'll possibly see this thing on. I'm waiting to hear all these things, and more so, are there some new heroes that I'm going to be getting my hands on in Overwatch as well?
And speaking of new heroes, every announcement that Blizzard makes, my bated breath is Heroes of the Storm. Because they just keep putting awesome characters in, pulling from all these random places. Their maps and battlegrounds are so innovative. I mean, it's like every time I'm just sitting at my computer hitting refresh to see when the patch is going to come down.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Which character are you playing most these days?
Oh God, Lieutenant Morales has been very fun. I definitely don't play her as much as I want to, but Sergeant Hammer, now that they gave her a little bit of a health buff, I've been using Sergeant Hammer like crazy because she was my OG. Like when I was first in beta, I was like, you're a tank? You literally stop and shoot people out of a tank? So I had to play her.
She's awesome.
Do you guys think that we'll see Leroy Jenkins for Heroes of the
God, I hope so.
Dude, if they do that, I have the perfect match.
All right, what happened?
Leroy Jenkins gets a 10-second head start out of the start point from everybody else. If he's in Heroes of the Storm, you heard me right here. You can take my idea, Blizzard. It's yours. I'm giving it to you.
He can set up in a bush.
Yes.
And he has to run and yell. Oh my God. Well, look, we've got so much stuff to cover, and if you haven't already purchased the virtual ticket, what the hell are you waiting for? This is the free preview. It is going to continue through the opening ceremony until noon Pacific. But after that, you're going to need the virtual ticket to continue watching. So go to directtv.com/BlizzCon for details on how to order. And like we said before, lots of in-game items. There might be some stuff that's about to be announced here in moments.
And you can watch it for a couple weeks afterwards as well. So go back, watch the panels you missed so that you're off having fun watching all the esports stuff. You want to go back and watch the panels. I know for me, I'm going to be going back and watching the WoW lore panel, that's for sure. So I'm so excited about that.
Oh yeah, I'm going to probably pop back and see some of the Diablo 3 stuff. We didn't even talk about Diablo 3!
I was going to say
Oh my God,
That's
we can't.
Every single time I see him on
We
Battle.net, he is in season.
I know, I'm so jazzed about Diablo 3. It is time, my friends. It is time, my friends, to see what Blizzard has in store for us this year. The opening ceremony is literally seconds away. I cannot wait. Enjoy, everybody. Welcome to BlizzCon. Here's the opening ceremony. We'll see you.
The StarCraft saga has meant a great deal to Blizzard. We've been working on this thing a long time.
Blizzard is where we are today because of the RTS genre. It is part of our history. World of Warcraft came from an RTS. You know, StarCraft, the best RTS ever.
We had just finished Warcraft 2. We said to ourselves, wouldn't it be awesome to create a real-time strategy game in a gritty science fiction universe?
The first opportunity to show off our new game, we hadn't been working on it for very long. We showed it and players were underwhelmed.
Orcs in space.
The Orcs in Space build.
Orcs in space. It didn't look very good.
That lukewarm response really galvanized us to go back to formula to make sure that we were building something that we could be totally proud of.
We basically gutted the entire engine, and Bob locked himself in his office for a little while and basically came up with this new version of the engine which could do a ton more stuff.
Our design philosophy for StarCraft 1 was just concentrate the coolness.
Was definitely an illustration of one of our deepest held values. We're not going to quit until the thing is right.
We knew it was going to be an awesome game. We loved it. We had a feeling that the world would love it. We didn't know that they would actually build a sporting event around it.
StarCraft 1 was definitely the start of real legitimate esports.
I'd see what was going on in Korea, people filling up stadiums to watch the game. I thought, wow, this is really changing gaming.
When I first heard that people were going to come and watch other people play a video game, I thought that was one of the craziest things I'd ever heard of. Surrounded by hundreds or even thousands of like-minded gamers, all watching this incredible action on the screen in front of you. It's one of the most intense experiences you can possibly have.
The esports scene has gotten bigger. You have bigger crowds, bigger viewership, bigger venues. Everything has just scaled so much, and it all started with StarCraft.
Are you ready for StarCraft 2?
The most beautiful thing about StarCraft is the community that has built up around it and the passion for the franchise, for esports. Legacy of the Void is for you.
It has been a long road to close out this story with an amazing game.
The exciting part is that Legacy of the Void won't truly be what it is for several years to come as we work with the community, play games, participate in esports, and learn. This is where we can get to the Blizzard chess that StarCraft 2 ultimately can be.
Blizzard made StarCraft. Everyone who loves and follows the game has made StarCraft as it is today.
The most important part of it is the community, the people who play the games, who love them. We're one giant family.
BlizzCon is a moment in time where thousands and thousands of players come together, all understanding the same things, all with our unique perspectives, all bound together by a shared experience of whatever game you've come to celebrate.
Where better to celebrate the talent of our players than at BlizzCon?
Where better to celebrate the passion,
the triumph,
the cosplayers,
esports,
the world championship of StarCraft,
perfect marine micro.
Where better to celebrate community than at BlizzCon?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO of Blizzard Entertainment, Mike Morhaime.
Alliance and Horde, Terran, Protoss, and Zerg, Heroes of Sanctuary, future heroes of Overwatch, heroes of the Storm, fellow gamers and friends, it is so good to see you all here. BlizzCon 2015 is our 9th BlizzCon together. Okay, I'm going to keep with tradition and ask, how many of you are attending BlizzCon for the very first time? And how many of you have been to BlizzCon before? How many of you have been to at least 5 BlizzCons? These are hands down Blizzard's favorite 2 days of the year. Being able to hang out with over 25,000 other people who share our passion for gaming. There's nothing else like it in the world. This year, you came to BlizzCon from all 50 states and from nearly 60 countries across 6 continents. We have attendees here from as far away as Japan, South Africa, Argentina, and Australia. In addition to all of you who are attending live, millions more around the world are joining us via 60 broadcast streams and in 17 languages. We have a ton to talk about. This is our 25th year making games. And next month will mark the 20th anniversary of Warcraft 2: Tides of Darkness. How many of you played Warcraft 2? We appreciate you sticking with us all these years, through thick and thin. Whether you've been playing Blizzard games for years or you just started recently, thank you so much. We could not continue doing what we do without your support. I'm very honored and grateful to have been part of this community from the beginning and to have watched it grow. This year, the Blizzard community is bigger than it's ever been. I have had a chance to speak with some of you, and what is most amazing to me is to hear about the friendships and strong connections that have grown out of your love for gaming. Whether it's through getting to know your guildmates, through esports, through fireside gatherings, or just making friends online. How many of you have met some of your closest friends or your significant other through Blizzard games? I certainly have. I met my wife through Blizzard, and our daughter is getting an early start, already attending multiple esports events, and she's not even 1. I know there are folks here today who met their life partner right here at BlizzCon. To those folks, and you know who you are, happy anniversary. Another great thing about this community is how you have come together in support of our past charitable efforts. You have helped raise over $9 million for very good causes over the past few years. That's amazing. Thank you so much. We're excited to do another charity pet this year in World of Warcraft. On December 2nd, Brightpaw, the Mana Kitty, will go on sale. And once again, all proceeds through December 31st will go to Make-A-Wish. Since last BlizzCon, we've been very busy. We launched Warlords of Draenor, multiple expansions and adventures for Hearthstone, a new game called Heroes of the Storm. We released Hearthstone on phones. We broke new ground for esports with the Heroes of the Dorm on ESPN2. And when some people questioned whether esports should be on TV, and it should be everywhere, many of you jumped in and voiced your support. We added a ton of new content for Diablo 3, and we have another big update coming with patch 2.4. We finally brought Diablo 3 to China, and we just kicked off the beta test for Overwatch. Whether you love strategy games, card games, RPGs, or shooters, it's never been a better time to be a Blizzard gamer. Do we have any StarCraft 2 players here? Any Protoss players? In 4 days, on November 10th, the battle to reclaim Ire begins. We're so excited to release Legacy of the Void, and we can't wait for you all to play it. To get ready for what's about to come, take a look at this.
After everything we've been through. Past all the fire and fury. Our war's always been about saving lives. We just gotta finish what we begun. Because some things are just worth fighting for.
These moments together, they will always be with me.
Make no mistake. War is coming. Amon lives. You will see him soon.
The end war has come. Amon's fury will engulf the entire galaxy.
Yet one spark of hope remains.
It seems fate has drawn us together. Death is the fate of all warriors.
Fate ain't written, Artanis. End this thing, once and for all.
I am a Kundalar, the tip of the spear. We are the Protoss, children of ancient gods. We are the firstborn, and we shall be the last left standing. My life for ire.
Legacy of the Void includes the Protoss chapter of the trilogy, but all of the races are getting new and updated units for multiplayer. And there is so much more. I'm particularly excited about the 2 new cooperative modes in the game. Archon mode and co-op missions will let you team up with friends, and they make StarCraft even easier to pick up and play than ever before. These modes are a fun way to play StarCraft regardless of your skill level. And for those of us who may get stressed out in the typical 1v1 game, now we can partner up and share the blame for losing. We poured our hearts into creating the most epic, definitive StarCraft experience, and we hope you love it. And remember, Legacy of the Void will be a standalone product, so you don't need any previous version of StarCraft to play. Okay, I know many of you are wondering what's next for StarCraft following Legacy of the Void. As you know, when Blizzard releases a game, it's only the beginning. We play our games and we listen to your feedback. And we keep refining and adding new experiences. We love these games, and we want them to be the best that they can be. That will be no different with StarCraft 2. I'm pleased to announce that in addition to our ongoing support for the game, we plan to create StarCraft 2 mission packs that offer new stories and experiences in the StarCraft universe. Let's take a look at a little teaser for the first one. You can learn more about our plans in the StarCraft 2 panel at 12:30 in Hall A. StarCraft 2 is also known for its competitive scene, and it's a core part of the world-class esports competitions taking place here at BlizzCon. Esports has been an important part of BlizzCon going all the way back to the first one, where many of you were watching the best StarCraft and WARCRAFT 3 players in the world compete. This weekend, we will crown world champions for StarCraft 2, World of Warcraft, Hearthstone, and Heroes of the Storm, including the $1.25 million up for grabs at BlizzCon. This year, the most skilled Blizzard gamers in the world will have earned a total of almost $5 million. Let's take a look back at this year's major events and highlights on the road to BlizzCon.
We've had a lot of amazing games and amazing matches.
Some people definitely got nervous, and it was very interesting to see how it all went down.
This is what esports is all about. High-level competition by world-class players.
And this is a massive move, but he's not content. As Lilbow enters the main with just a Nexus kill. He will get down.
This has been the perfect tournament.
Oh my God! GG! An unbelievable performance by Bolt. Nice force fields, pinning those roaches. GG! He knows it. He knows it's good. GG!
Over the course of several incredible matches, we have the finest Hearthstone players.
And that's gonna do it. Life Coach is going to BlizzCon.
Really excited to see the conclusion of all these events. It's been a long journey.
Purple is your America's champion for 2015.
So you're going to see a ton of new cards that are going to affect players' hero power.
Come, you attack into it.
Welcome to the World of Warcraft Road to BlizzCon.
They pop the Shadow Dance. Wealthy Man is down to 30. He gets deeped on his Nature Swiftness. I don't even think they need the polymer.
I am so excited for BlizzCon now with all these great teams qualifying.
That was an amazing game. What a great series.
He's getting it executed. They brought their A game. Solari Blue winning this series. Excellent job.
This is the moment.
This is for the pride. They are the best.
We're here at the finals.
These games, they were so epic. They are looking strong.
Tempo Storm's core is going down. Wow, what a fantastic series.
Those teams qualifying, I feel like they're two of the teams to shine at BlizzCon against the other regions.
We are here for the European road to BlizzCon.
It looks like this could be it here. They're going to right onto the core. Is this Navi taking the clean sweep? I think it is.
We always want to find out who really is the best at the end of the day.
We look forward to seeing you at BlizzCon. There were tons of epic moments throughout the year, as well as some major surprises. I can't wait to see how things play out here at the show. In addition to all the top-level competition, we're also fortunate to have some incredibly fun show matches here at BlizzCon. One of the world's best poker players, Daniel Negreanu, is here. And he'll be dueling former top StarCraft and WARCRAFT 3 pro gamer and poker Triple Crown winner, Elke. That happens today at 2:45 on the Hearthstone stage in Hall C. And starting at 6:30 tonight in the StarCraft 2 arena, you'll be able to watch StarCraft legends Ness T and Yellow battle MVP and Boxer in a once-in-a-lifetime Archon mode exhibition match. On the same stage, two of the top Archon mode teams in the world, MC and Huck, and Snoot and TLO, will battle to become the 2015 Archon mode champions. We have a lot of other cool things for you at the show. One of my favorite parts of BlizzCon is the community contests. The costume, talent, art, and movie contests are taking place right here at 6 p.m. in this hall, main hall. And this year they're being hosted by Will Wheaton. Up on the second floor, we have a Hearthstone tavern with a maxed out fireside gathering experience. For those of you who brought your mobile devices and who didn't, it's the perfect spot to do some friendly card battling against Blizzard developers and other attendees. And to close things out, Saturday night we have Lincoln Park. I hope you all have a great time this weekend. Be good to each other and have fun. One more thing. I know some of you are wondering if you're going to hear anything about the WARCRAFT movie today. We have been talking about this project for a long time and dreaming about it for even longer. It took years for us to find the right partner, which we found in Legendary Pictures. It was super important to us and to Legendary to be true to WARCRAFT and create something that will make you proud. And today, we're excited to share with you a huge BlizzCon exclusive world premiere. To help set that up, I'd like to bring out a very special guest. Please help me welcome the director of the WARCRAFT movie, Duncan Jones. Hey, Duncan. How's it going?
Really good. It's amazing. Finally.
Welcome to BlizzCon.
Thank you. Hi, everyone.
We're all very excited to have you.
As you can see, we're a little bit of nervous wrecks, but we're excited too.
So I understand you brought some guests with you today.
I did. We brought some of the cast who were able to come out here today, who really wanted to be here. So if I can introduce Toby Kebbell, Duratan. Ben Foster, Medivh. Dominic Cooper, King Lane. Yeah. Clancy Brown, Blackhand. Daniel Wu, Gul'dan. And Paula Patton, Garona.
Thank you all so much for coming to BlizzCon. As you can see, we're all very excited about the movie. So, Duncan, what are you going to show us today?
Well, before we start, I just want to say thanks to you, Mike, and also to Chris Metzen, Nick Carpenter, and all of you as well for giving us the opportunity to make this movie. A lot of you who follow me online know that I've been a fan of WARCRAFT for 20 years. I played the Lost Vikings, I played Orcs and Humans, and all of the RTSs, and I was playing right up until vanilla World of Warcraft when my work started getting in the way a little bit. But I really hope that you enjoy this. This is the trailer for WARCRAFT.
Cool.
Thanks, Mike. Thank you. That's it.
For years, our world has been at peace. But something is coming. I can feel it. Dark forces are upon us.
Find these beasts, or whatever they are.
Our world is dying. There is nothing to go back to. If our people are to survive, we must make a home here. Whatever happens.
Whatever happens. If we do not unite, our world will perish.
This doesn't need to happen. There is one who may help us.
For orcs, there is no other life but war. No, but with the humans' help, there could be.
Why are you here?
To save our people.
Can we trust him?
They're beasts. They should all be destroyed.
Are you sure about that?
We'll protect the kingdom, you and I.
You'd side with the humans against your own kind.
This is suicide. We have no choice. We should attack with full force.
Whatever you plan to do, do it now!
That was pretty cool, right? I can't wait. Okay, everyone. We have a ton more to share with you, and we're just getting started. Now, please give a warm welcome to our game director on Heroes of the Storm, my good friend, Dustin Browder.
BlizzCon. Heroes of the Storm is a game you can lose alone, but you always win as a team. It's a game based around a quote from one of my favorite movies, "Never give up, never surrender." Heroes is a game where you will see Diablo, the Lord of Terror, riding into battle on a beautiful rainbow unicorn right before he's killed by a murloc. We have had an incredible first year of Heroes. We started this year in technical alpha. We went on to beta, and during our beta, we had a one-of-a-kind esports event, a collegiate tournament called Heroes of the Dorm, that showed the world what an incredible esports experience Heroes could be. And it was on ESPN2 while we were still in beta. We launched the game in June to millions of players and incredible reviews. And since then, we have built 2 new battlegrounds and 6 new heroes in the Nexus. And we've got more to show you here today. Up first, we've got a brand new game mode that will come sometime later next year. Now, we have a lot of things in the pipe that we want to bring before we get to this, but we wanted to bring it to you guys here today to show you and get your feedback. BlizzCon, the Heroes of the Storm team presents to you the arena.
The Nexus is a realm of endless conflict. A crucible for heroes ripped from countless worlds. In this new battleground, fate will decide their allies and their enemies. Now, they face a greater trial. Here, anything can happen. The ultimate challenge is upon you. For soon, you will enter the arena.
The arena is going to challenge how you think about this game. This is a mode with not a lot of game rules. You could all be the same hero. You can pick the same hero on each other's teams. You're going to be given 3 randomly selected heroes to choose from. You're going to choose a single hero, a single heroic ability, and jump right into battle on a small, dangerous, single objective battleground. I've been making games for 20 years. I don't think I've ever seen a game development team take to a new game mode like the Heroes team has really loved and enjoyed the arena. You can play it here today, and I hope you guys love it as much as we do. Now, you guys know that the Heroes of the Storm team Well, we love to play with the rules. We love to challenge what's allowed in this genre. We've been doing it for years with our battlegrounds and with our heroes. And this next video is going to show you guys everything you can play here today at BlizzCon.
For honor and glory.
I am the first of the Dryads.
Raven Court will belong to the Gravekeeper.
Heroes, prepare for the arena. Prepare for trouble!
Make it double.
Towers of Doom is a map. You've never played anything like this before. You can't attack the enemy's core directly. When you destroy enemy towns, they become your towns. It'll make you think very differently about your heroes, your talents, your team compositions. And Cho'Gall, well, Cho'Gall is a one-of-a-kind experience. You saw that right. 2 players controlling 1 hero. You're going to have to work with an ally to control 1,000 pounds of muscle and magic in this giant, insane 2-headed ogre. And that's not the only thing that's unique about Cho'Gall. How you get him is also a little bit different. Cho'Gall is not for sale in the shop, and you cannot buy him with gold. Instead, everyone here at BlizzCon, everyone with a virtual ticket, and a few lucky players on Battle.net will get Cho'Gall added to their account automatically for free this month. Now, everybody else out there who wants Cho'Gall, they're going to have to go on a quest to get him. And that's where you guys can help us. If you party up with someone who doesn't have Cho'Gall, they can play Cho'Gall with you. And if you party with these people and you play 2 games, then they will get Cho'Gall as well. If you play 4 games with people who don't own Cho'Gall, we'll give you a big sack of Heroes of the Storm gold to thank you for spreading the Cho'Gall virus throughout the Nexus. We have an incredible BlizzCon for you this year. We've got the arena. We've got Lunara, we've got Greymane, we've got Cho'Gall. We have got 3 panels this weekend where you can ask our game developers all of your questions. We've also got the very first Heroes of the Storm World Championship this weekend. Thank you, BlizzCon, for supporting Heroes of the Storm. We would not be here without all of your support over the last many years. Up next, I'd like to bring out a guy who's put a lot of hard work into one of my all-time favorite games. This is a very popular game in my house. I play it, my wife plays it, my 2 sons play it, my mother-in-law plays it. Please welcome the game director for Hearthstone, Eric Dodds.
That was awesome. I love hearing Dustin talk about Heroes of the Storm. It's a game I've been playing a lot recently, and gotta say, I'm super geeked up about playing Cho'Gall. That sounds kind of awesome. So, one of the cool things about being here is that we have the very best Hearthstone players in the world competing here in the Hearthstone World Championship. And I know that BlizzCon is crazy full of awesome things to do, but just one hall over is the World Championship, and if you guys have the time, I would guarantee there will be some amazing games of Hearthstone over there, so it's absolutely worth your time to check out. So I figured maybe now we could talk about some of the new stuff. I was thinking maybe we could talk about a brand new Hearthstone adventure. And this adventure is going to be a little bit different than you guys might be expecting. There might be some surprises there, but it really speaks to the heart of what it means to go on an adventure and be an adventurer. So if you like exploration and danger and ruined temples and a whole bunch of new cool solo missions and a bunch of awesome new cards, then I'm pretty sure you are going to like this.
We've traversed the tombs of Naxxramas. We've climbed every cliff on Black Rock. Now the world cries out for heroes. As a new evil rises, there will be danger. There will be doom. There will be ancient temples filled with relics, treasures, and traps. Who will answer the call?
Lead, explorers lead, and we are in need of explorers. Adventure we seek, cross land and sea. Won't you come and join us? Oh, yes!
So you're going to get to travel with the League of Explorers across all of Azeroth in search for an artifact, the Staff of Origination. And now I think it's time to meet the League of Explorers. On the left, you see Bran Bronzebeard. Now, Bran is the founder of the League of Explorers, and he's someone you might have met if you've traveled through World of Warcraft. Next to him is Elise Starseeker. She has traveled to and mapped many of the ancient locations across all of Azeroth, and she is pretty much the brains of the League of Explorers. Of course, next to her is Reno Jackson. He's a fortune hunter. He's got a love of treasure, and he's got a moral compass that doesn't entirely point north all of the time. And lastly, Sir Finley Murgleton. He's a proper gentleman Murloc. He brings a real sense of dignity and gravitas to the League of Explorers. So that's the League, and now it's time to check out some of the new cards. And of course, you couldn't go exploring without a proper explorer's hat. It's an awesome hat because once you've got it, you never lose it again. Of course, we have a new mechanic for you as well. We have a mechanic called Discover, appropriately enough, and you'll see it on a new minion from League of Explorers called the Jeweled Scarab here. And what Discover means is it means that when you play a card with Discover, it's going to present you 3 random cards to pick from that are valid cards given whatever deck you're currently playing. So they're not from your existing deck, but they are valid for that type of deck, and you get to pick one of them. And it's a pretty cool mechanic because it combines a sense of randomness on one hand with, on the other hand, a lot of strategical thinking and choice as far as making the proper choice when this comes up. And actually, let me show you what it looks like when you play a Discover card. So this is playing the Jeweled Scarab here. So you see all the difficult choices you're going to make when this pops up. What card am I going to choose that's just right for this moment in time?
Job's done.
But of course, an adventure like this would not be right without being able to travel with and put the members of the League of Explorers in your deck. So for instance, you might travel with Elise Starseeker. So of course, a moment where you're not quite sure what she does, but before we talk about that, I can show you how she comes into play, because she does come into play in true League of Explorers style. And she comes into play a lot like this.
Do you have the artifact?
So the question you have, of course, is what exactly is the map to the Golden Monkey? And it seems pretty straightforward and pretty obvious to me what a map to the Golden Monkey is, but of course I've seen the card, so I've got a certain edge, but I'm going to show you right now what the map looks like, and here's the map to the Golden Monkey that goes into your deck. See, pretty obvious. Okay, so I'll actually now show you the Golden Monkey, and it had to have a little build-up because the Golden Monkey is pretty amazing. Here is the Golden Monkey. So replacing your deck with and hand with legendary minions really turns the game on its head at that moment. So it's totally a card worth waiting for. So of course, that's just the start of all of the new cards that are coming with League of Explorers. And if you want to know more about the cards and all of the other parts of the League, right here today at 3:30, the one and only Ben Brode will be here explaining everything you want to know about League of Explorers. So of course, if you want to actually play League of Explorers today, you can do that as well. It's playable on the show floor today. You're going to be able to play one of the missions of the First Wing, where you help Reno Jackson escape from a collapsing temple. He's gotten in trouble again, which is somewhat common. And I'm also happy to announce that we're going to be releasing League of Explorers later this year. And I guess since this month is technically part of later this year, I should probably be more specific and say we're actually launching League of Explorers later this month. Actually, I should probably be a little bit more specific than that and tell you that League of Explorers is going live, the First Wing, starting this coming Thursday. That's going to be awesome. And we're totally looking to see how you guys dig into the League of Explorers and the combos you find coming next week. So now I want to stop and talk for a moment about a friend of mine who has always given me design advice when I've asked him for it, who's played a whole lot, or done a whole lot of raiding in World of Warcraft with me, many, many years of that. And whenever I ask him for wisdom, he absolutely always has wisdom for me. He also happens to be the game director of Overwatch, and I think he has a few things to say to you. Let me introduce Jeff Kaplan.
What is up, Blizzard Nation? How are you guys doing? I want to thank my good friend Eric Dodds for the awesome introduction. I thought Duncan Jones was introducing all the good-looking people, but Eric did an awesome job, so thank you. Quick question before I begin. Is there anybody in the hall who does not have access to the internet? This guy right there. Okay. I have some amazing announcements for you right here on the stage right now. Everybody else, talk amongst yourselves. We'll be back. No, I'm just kidding. So obviously right here on the stage, it was a year ago at BlizzCon that we unveiled Overwatch to you guys. And we gave you 12 heroes to play with on the show floor, and it was absolutely inspiring seeing how you guys fell in love with these heroes the same way we did, the people who made the game. And then the year itself was pretty fantastic. We traveled to PAX East. It was 14 degrees in the snow out in Boston. Props to all of you guys who made it out there with us. And we introduced 2 new heroes. We had McCree and Zarya. So that was pretty awesome. Then we had a lot of fun on social media, and we ran a campaign where Soldier 76 came to light in the Overwatch universe, and you got to know him. And then it was off to Europe, where we went to Cologne, Germany. We brought Overwatch to be playable for the first time ever in Europe by European players, and we introduced Lucio to the lineup. And certainly, last but not least, was our latest reveal of the Junkers, the comical Junkrat and Roadhog who entered the lineup. So there's obviously a huge diverse cast of characters that we spent the year introducing you guys to, but we are not done. And here we are at BlizzCon right now. So not only are we going to introduce you to 3 new heroes right now, but we have a new map for you as well. So rather than have me talk about it, I want you guys to watch this video that recaps the past year, see if you can spot the new heroes and the new map. Enjoy.
This is strength. You're covered. Thanks, sir. Vesticles. Fire in the hole! So that one's coming. Sniper. The hunter lays a trap for his prey.
You didn't make the cut. I've got you in my sights. Target-rich environment. Get the payload moving.
It's high noon.
Justice ain't gonna dispense itself. Pardon me. Y'all had it coming.
Yeah, let's pick it up. Oh, let's break it. Damn! Get back.
I play to win. One for my highlight reel. Suiting up. Boosters engaged. Let's fight for a better world. Freeze! Don't move. Oh, 对不起了。
The enemy is at our doorstep.
This will stop them.
You are nothing. We shall see, brother.
So welcome to the family, to Diva, Genji, and Mei. So the internet was referring to Genji as Green Robot Ninja Dude, and we thought it was an awesome name, but we went with Genji instead. So these new heroes, they're all playable for you guys today, right in Hall C. You're gonna have a blast. They're here all weekend. We also have the new map, Hollywood, which you guys got to see. It's a really fun fantasy. Today at 4:45, there will be a panel right here on the main stage that will go into great detail into what each of these three new heroes do and some of the cool highlights of Hollywood as well. So all in all, Overwatch is a game about switching heroes. We feel like the dynamic gameplay and the core systems of the game are all tuned around this fact of team play and counterplay. Switching heroes is a part of this game. We see your threads when you say on the internet, I think you should lock into heroes, and our answer to that is not what Overwatch is about. With that in mind, when you buy Overwatch, you will get all 21 of the heroes that we've announced to you so far. They all come with the game. You'll also get all of the maps, the content, and the features that we've been discussing so far. So we think this is awesome. There's a great base version of the game. We're really proud of it, and we're really excited for you guys to get your hands on it. But we also wanted to make an extra special edition of the game, and we call it the Overwatch Origins Edition. So last year at BlizzCon, Chris Metzen and I did a panel on this stage where one of the top questions that you guys asked was, can I get skins in this game? Are you guys gonna make skins? Show us some skins. And we thought show us some skins. That's awesome. It's the family show. Come on, everyone relax. Costume contest is tonight. So So we put together the special edition of the game. It's called the Origins Edition. It comes with 5 Origins Edition skins. And what these mean are, there's a backstory to all of our heroes, and we're going to tell you a lot more about that. But each of these skins harkens to the backstory of all of the individual heroes that got one. So not only is that special, but our brothers and sisters on the other Blizzard development teams were very generous, and they gave us a bunch of awesome digital goodies that come in the other Blizzard games that also make up the Origins Edition. Rather than have me describe it all in detail, we put together a video. I'm very pleased to announce it to you right now. Please check out the Origins Edition. So like I mentioned, there's a lot of goodness in the Origins Edition. We've got the 5 skins and all of the digital goodies that you'll get in the other Blizzard games. But the coolest part about the Origins Edition, and the part that I'm the most excited about, is that we'll be bringing the Origins Edition to the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 for all of you console fans. We were so pleased with the reception that Reaper of Souls got on the consoles, and we know how many Blizzard gamers love playing games on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, so we're very proud to bring Overwatch simultaneously at release to all 3 platforms. So let's go over the 3 ways you'll be able to get the game. There's the base PC edition, like I mentioned, includes all 21 heroes. There is the Origins Edition that comes with the skins and the goodies, like I talked about, that's available on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. And we're also pleased to announce an amazing collector's edition of the game that will be available on all 3 platforms. It comes with a really awesome Soldier 76 bronze statue. It also comes with a source book, an amazing soundtrack, and everything that you get in the Origins Edition as well. So 3 ways to get the game. You're wondering now where to get the game. You can go to buyoverwatch.com. You'll get a pre-purchase skin, which is Noir Widowmaker. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait for you guys to see this in person. And the final question you're probably wondering is, well, when? When does this all happen? We are beta. Beta was fall 10th, guys. Come on, we've covered this already. We are very pleased to announce that Overwatch will be launching in the spring of 2016. So it's very close. We're almost there, guys. And I promise no spring 10th jokes. Or that's the last one. So anyway, there's a lot of great Overwatch stuff for you guys to check out at the show. Everything's playable in Hall C, so go check it out. Wait in line as many times as you can. We also will have a great panel here on the main stage that will cover the new heroes. That's at 4:45 today. Tomorrow at 11:30 a.m., there's another panel on the stage. I think it's very special. One of the top questions we got asked last BlizzCon was, I want to know more about storytelling in Overwatch and the lore and the background. We have a great panel lined up for you tomorrow with some very exclusive content and special announcements, so please come and check it out. With all that said, I'm very happy to bring my brother in arms out, my partner in crime, the inspiration, the heart and soul of Blizzard, Mr. Chris Metzen. Take care, guys.
What's happening, everybody? You are looking particularly handsome and peppy this morning. Fantastic. Thank you all for being here, guys. As we always say, BlizzCon's such an amazing weekend for us. We are so glad that you are here to share it with us. In many ways, looking at the presentation this morning, 2016 is going to be a really amazing year for Blizzard Entertainment. Just with the slate of games we have coming out. I don't know, what'd you guys think of the trailer we showed earlier? We're pretty excited about that. Let me ask it another way, just to kind of engage a little bit. Horde, what did you think about the trailer? Excellent. Alliance, roar! It's your movie, guys. What's really fun about this film is that it really focuses on the origins of the Alliance and Horde. It takes a look at the first great conflict that sets the stage for the whole modern age of Warcraft, which is your age. To contrast that, our new expansion set, World of Warcraft Legion, takes a look at the present day of the Alliance and Horde, kind of at the height of their conflict, engaged against a foe that neither can defeat alone. This is a big one, guys. The Burning Legion returns. What's kind of cool, many of you will remember, the Burning Legion has invaded Azeroth twice before. Can anyone tell me the first time they invaded? War of the Ancients is correct. Something like 10,000 years ago, the Legion invaded Azeroth and was only driven off by the Night Elves and the demigods that they conjured and that they rallied to drive the demons away. Does anyone remember the second invasion? Teacher's pet. You are exactly correct, sir. Reign of Chaos, Warcraft 3, much closer to the now in the timeline, where the Legion invaded once again. Only this time, it was the Alliance and Horde that banded together to drive the demons back and save the world for another generation. So you can imagine, if you're the lords of the Burning Legion, kind of failed twice, you're pretty pissed off. The Legion is back, and they are playing for keeps. And this time, to assure their victory, they have conscripted one of the most diabolical villains in Warcraft history, the Orc Warlock Gul'dan. Gul'dan fans in the back, there's something wrong with you guys. He's loco. I lost my train of thought. Damn you, Gul'dan fans. It'll come back. What was I just talking about? Gul'dan, got it. Getting a little old. If you guys have been following us through the events of Warlords of Draenor, Gul'dan was ripped from Draenor and flung into Azeroth. to make good on the pact that he made with his demon masters. They gave him one big job, essentially to tear a hole in the side of reality. And that is what Gul'dan did. Churning in the sky above the Broken Isles is the Fellstorm, this impossible nexus of horrific magics that Gul'dan has conjured, leveraging the powers of the old tomb of Sargeras. And from this Fellstorm, the Burning Legion has birthed into the world once again. It's a dark day. And like I said, they're pissed. But never fear. The call has gone out. The call to arms has been sounded. The Alliance and Horde have rallied their greatest heroes, their most epic generals, and the sheer might of their combined armed forces. They have launched in fleets to the sea in an attempt to invade the Broken Isles, smash Gul'dan's stronghold, and stem the tide of this invasion before it could really get going. What could go wrong? It's mostly going to be fine. This time around, the cost of victory could be very high. And this time around, the Alliance and Horde, they're going to need all the help they can get. Luckily, there's another soul stirring within the void. A soul fueled by vengeance who hates the Burning Legion more than anyone. Illidan's storm rage is returning. And you know what? Illidan's pissed too. And he's bringing with him his Illidari to dispense what is likely indiscriminate justice upon those who would threaten his homeworld. You guys ready to play Demon Hunters? It's going to be pretty epic. This is an expansion set that has been building for a very long time. So we thought it'd be fun this morning to give you guys a look at what? What do you think? Yes, young ones. We are very proud to debut this morning the introductory cinematic for World of Warcraft Legion. All right, guys. Well, what may well wind up being the end of the world begins right now.
My son, a terrible darkness has returned to our world. As before, it seeks to annihilate everything that we hold dear. I go to face it, knowing I may not return.
They're coming! They're coming back!
All my life I have lived by the sword. I've seen kingdoms burn and watched brave heroes die in vain. It's been difficult for me to trust after losing so much. But from you, I have learned patience, tolerance, and faith.
Open fire!
Anduin, I now believe, as you do, that peace is the noblest aspiration. But to preserve it, you must be willing to fight. For Azeroth!
Say it with me. For Azeroth! For Azeroth! Hell yeah. Guys, the Legion is coming. The Legion is invading this summer. You can pre-order Legion now at wowlegion.com. If you pre-order now, you can get early access to the Demon Hunter. The team wants me to say when it's ready and all dialed in. And if you don't want to wait that long, the Demon Hunter and the rest of the aspects of the expansion are playable here on the show floor all weekend long. So how about a hand for Sylvanas? Finally. You Sylvanas fans, she is going to be a factor moving forward. It's really exciting times. Guys, if you want to hear more about Legion, more of its features, and just here for the dev team, the panel you can come to is here in this hall at 12:30 today, and they will answer all the questions they possibly can and give you guys an even deeper look at the game. And ultimately, I think that's about everything. How'd you guys feel about today? You excited? Guys, once again, thank you for being here. We love you. We are so honored to be here with you. Take care of each other this weekend. Have fun. Have a great BlizzCon.
Welcome to BlizzCon.
Welcome to the World of Warcraft Arena World Championship, where the world's top teams continue the fight for cash prizes and a chance to be crowned the best of the best. The 8 top teams arrived at opening week, and only 6 emerged to continue the fight for first place here on the BlizzCon stage in Anaheim, California. These 6 teams have proven they have what it takes to make it this far. But will they be able to defeat their rivals and rise to the top? They'll be battling it out for a share of the $250